Harihi Om, my dear holy souls. This is Mata Anantananda Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kambaram village, Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh state from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption of Wonderful Indian Folk Stories, we are enjoying the wonderful, twistful, and adventurous stories of Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of ancient India. In that series of videos, this is the 64th one, and this is the fourth part of the story told by the curtain. It had ended up the story in the middle by saying that it had known that much only. This is about the kidnap of Apurupa Sundara by the Devine Dancing ladies. Main incidents in the story are: a great palace had constructed for the new couple. The 7 divine dancing ladies had kidnapped Apurupa Sundara as one day priority. Then, as one day priority, they sent him to Apurupa Sundari. They had given Amrita to both, and they made them as semi-conscious on that particular occasion. The outcoming skills from this story are: really, this is wonder. The fantasy is beyond to our imagination. This story makes us to learn how to create suspense. So very helpful to the journalist. Story narration is also one of the art form. The remaining story, let us enjoy in the video. Like that, the marriage of Apurupa Sundari and Apurupa Sundara had performed, and they returned from Mahendragiri to Chandragiri, and people were very happy, and the new couple was also spending with each other company, and they were very comfortable and happy. Days were passing, but about their match, about their beauty, about their intimacy, about the young couple, the news was spread like a wildfire in the city. So people used to come regularly and daily by bringing some gifts and some fruits and like that, and they want to visit the couple. By the way, the privacy of the couple was getting disturbed. Then Gandheswara, he thought it is not right because people's eye vision is also not good, and the new couple was getting disturbed with these several people's visits like that. That's why he called on his ministers and he consulted his wives also. And he said, um, I had a male child after a long time, after great penance, and after great pain of searching, we got a match of Apurupa Sundari and we got married, the prince. Now the new couple is enjoying in the palace, but people are disturbing them. It's not right. Still, I am capable to look after the administration of the kingdom. That's why I want to leave my son and my daughter-in-law for some more years to spend the life leisurely. That's why I want to construct a palace to protect their privacy. Everybody welcomed that decision. So immediately near Chandragiri, there was a little height hill, a hillock was there. So with the height of a palm tree like that, so height, what surrounding walls like that, 7 prakaras in Sanskrit. In English, what I have to say, I've forgotten the word. It's okay. So they constructed with 7 surrounding walls and to protect their privacy. In the middle of that, on the height of the hillock, they constructed a beautiful palace with a little temple and with all facilities for kitchen, for auditoriums and library and dancing hall like that. It was very beautiful and comfortable and very wide also, lavish also. And within that walls like that, so they designed several gardens, parks with swimming pools and lakes and artificial waterfalls and some domestic wild animals like deers, like that, and peacocks. And they decorated and they made the palace like anything, just like a heaven, like that. And the king Gandheswara, he appointed different servants and servant maids and artists and that um, to cook for them, cooks and all, and to give the divine touch. A scholar was appointed to perform the devotion and puja in the temple which constructed in that palace. And one auspicious day, the new couple was entered into that palace and they were living there very comfortably with all the facilities. And whatever the desired dish they want to eat, it was prepared. It would be prepared within minutes, like that. And so their privacy was very comfortable. They were enjoying their life and with each other intimacy. So days were passing. And whenever it is possible and desired, the queens and the king used to visit them and used to spend some little time with them, and they are leaving them. So the new couple was living in the palace. Days were passing. By that time, one summer occurred. By feeling very hot, the new couple were slept on the terrace. The servants had arranged a beautiful bed and comfortable bed. They slept there. All the required water and other things were kept there, and they enjoyed first time with each other company, and they slept there. Actually, near that hillock, at a little bit distance, some at 5-6 yojanas, means 4 miles, like that. 4 miles means 4 into 5, 20 miles away, like that. There was a thick forest. In the midst of the forest, there was a beautiful lake. The divine people, the divine ladies from Yaksha, Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, and the uh, heaven, like that. The divine ladies used to come to there on each and every full moon day. They used to take bath in the lake. They used to enjoy the nature of the earth for some time, and they used to live to their home worlds. It was happening since years. And on that day, when the new couple were sleeping on the terrace, the divine ladies came there to that lake and enjoyed for some time, and they were leaving. By that time, there were a team of 7 divine dancing ladies, Apsarasa in Sanskrit it is known as, and they were a team of friends. They used to come and go and enjoy their time together, so that they were leaving to their heaven by traveling in the air with the magic powers of divine powers. By that time, they watched the new couple. By watching their beauty, they wondered like anything. That's why they came to settle down and to observe keenly the new couple. If they were male deities, then they might steal Apurupa Sundari, because they were divine ladies. So they were wonder about the handsomeness of Apurupa Sundara, and they were kidnapped him. They had taken to that divine heaven, and they made him as semi-conscious with their magic senses, divine powers, and they were enjoying with him on one night with one divine lady, like that. And they enjoyed like anything, because they are deities. By getting the such birth in the heaven, by doing faithful activities in the on the earth, that's why they got such birth. So that they are not particular about the righteousness as dharma. So because they are investing their faith, the result of their faith, they enjoy like anything, like they desire. If it the result of their faith is the last up, then they'll get again the birth on the earth. This is the custom of Hindu Sastras, according to Hindu Sastras. So that they were not particular about the departure, what they have done about the new couple. So that they were enjoying the time. After 1 month, again the full moon day came. They have came down to the lake and spent the nice time with other divine ladies. And again, they were traveling to their heaven on that palace. By that time, they thought um, something sorrowful feeling also. Then they thought among themselves, we are enjoying with the company of that young prince, Apurupa Sundara, but we forgotten about his wife. Actually, it is her choice. So on every 8th day, let us take send him to his wife. They thought like that. So after going to the heaven, after that full moon day, on the 8th day, they got down that Apurupa Sundara to that palace. Actually, meantime, within 1 month and 1 week, Apurupa Sundari, on that on the day on which Apurupa Sundara had kidnapped by the divine ladies, she when she woke up from the sleep, she thought she wondered because husband was not there on the bed. Actually, on every day she used to wake up early before her husband, and that's why she thought, how I felt such God sound sleep. Might be he had mm, woken up before me. By the way, he might be he got down. By thinking like that, she got down and she inquired about his him among the servant maids and servants. They said they didn't watch him. She thought he might be uh, have gone to take bath. And she thought like that, and she also had bath and gone to the temple and inquired the preach there. He said he didn't watch the prince, and she felt wonder. And she thought to make her a practical joke and as a fun, he might keep himself hide and seek like that. He hidden somewhere. She thought like that, and she, along with the help of the servants and servant maids, they were searched all the area, all the 7 surrounding walls, and among the palace, and in each and every corner, in each and every room, they did it. Then she thought he might gone out of the palace. Then they inquired the gatekeepers, the watch security guards like that. They said he didn't left. He didn't leave the palace. She thought Apurupa Sundari, the security guards might not notice his departure. Then she summoned about the information to the king Gandheswara. He felt wondered, and he thought that the prince might visit his mother like that. And he inquired in the palace of queens. He was not there. Then everybody felt wonder, and the king Gandheswara, he inquired all the corners, and he made announcement in the capital city. All are all they were searched, but in vain. Nowhere he was, because he was not on the earth. He was in the heaven. How can they locate him? So days were passed, 1 month passed, and 7 days passed. They didn't locate him. And meanwhile, Apurupa Sundari, she left to eat and sleep, and she became half of the body, and she was very sad and weeping like anything with, due to the grievance of the departure from her loving husband. Then after that 1 month and 1 week, and almost at the midnight, she got some semi-consciousness from the sleep, and she could sense her husband on the bed. And the same case with Apurupa Sundara, with the prince Apurupa Sundara also, because the divine ladies had directly brought him, and directly they dropped him on the bed of the princess Apurupa Sundari. And the new couple, by watching each other, though in the semi-consciousness, they recognized each other, and they felt the departure also with great love and affection. They hugged each other and kissed each other, and they enjoyed the intimacy. And like that, 3 or 4 hours happened, and before the sunset, the divine ladies again came there, and they made full conscious, fully unconsciousness to Apurupa Sundari and Apurupa Sundara, and they had again taken him to the heaven. By the dawn, the princess Apurupa Sundari woke up from the sleep, and she was very happy. She thought that she might got the dream. In that dream, she enjoyed the intimacy with the husband. Then she informed that to the servant maid. So she said, by night I got a sweet dream. In that dream, I enjoyed with my husband. I sensed his hug. I sensed his touch on my body, and I enjoyed with his sweet words and sweet company. It was such a sweet dream. She said like that. But the servant maids, they were surprised by looking at her, because her body, the some symbols of sexual enjoyment with her husband, like that. The sense is like that, some kissing uh, signals, impressions on her body. The tree flowers had torn off, and this pan drops, like that. Actually, she had given up everything, the diet also. By the way, she didn't use this pan, the battle leaves, like that. Casually, she was kept calm. By the way, the servant maids had decorated the flowers on her hair, but she didn't particular about it. But by that night, it seems that she had enjoyed with her husband. So servant maids, they wondered at her. This much I know, oh King of Kings, said the curtain. And then it had continued. When I know the story up to this much only, because while the team of some people, they were enjoying this story, one of the member was telling this story. I heard it. Actually, they made me as a, they dropped me on the floor, and by sitting on me, they discussed about the story. I was also enjoyed it. But by that time, some of the royal servants came there, and they scolded the team. They said, get up from here. By keeping the curtain of the wall on as a doormat, you sat on it and enjoying the story. Get up, get up. They cursed like that. They scolded like that. So that they had taken me to the other room, so that I didn't hear the remaining story. I don't know the remaining story. I'm sorry. Oh, my dear king. It said like that. All the people, the king of Jambunatha Island, Jambunatha Varma and Helavati, and the royal family, and as well as Vikramaditya also, they felt very wondered and surprised, and they felt very suspense. Then Vikramaditya, as in the disguise of the ornament merchant, he said, "Oh, curtain, who told you, who asked you to tell the story as half finished? I asked you to tell a story as a wonderful one and a very new one. You told a good story, but it is not justice by leaving like this, half finished. I'm very feeling very suspense. I want to hear the remaining story." The curtain said, sorry. Then the king said, Vikramaditya said, at least please show another fellow who can narrate the remaining story. Then the curtain said, certainly, my dear king. While the royal servants were taking me into another room, I watched the team of the story teller and the listeners. They continued the story. The light stand, which is in the corner of this room, this had listened the remaining story. If you ask that lightning stand, it can narrate it. The curtain said like that. Then Vikramaditya felt very happy. All the direct listeners and indirect listeners also very happy. And Vikramaditya said, okay, I'll ask the light stand to narrate the remaining story. He told like that. And what will be that story? What will be the third idol on the golden throne will continue the Komala Bhashana Valli to the King Bhojaraja will know in the coming up video. Harihi Om. Thank you for watching.